My people, Mek Wi Talk. When this town becomes an ugly place, don't let it erase the smile from your face. Mek Wi Talk. People, Mek Wi Talk. Conversation is the key, a guiding light for you and me. Spark a talk and you will see. Conflict solver A to Z. World leaders master the art of self-defense just by talk. So people, Mek Wi Talk. Hey, we're living in a world that on ourselves we must depend. Mek Wi Talk. People, Mek Wi Talk. Oh, na, na. Conversation is the key, a guiding light for you and me. Spark a talk and you will see. Conflict solver A to Z. Mek Wi Talk, yeah. Go Mek Wi Talk.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the Mek Wi Talk program here on NHT Radio, the voice of the Caribbean. We're here this afternoon, a beautiful Wednesday afternoon right here in South Florida. You know, there's so many things happening in the land of wood and water and around the globe. I see we're in St. Lucia's Minister of Tourism is saying that the Philippine government need to do something about the crime situation in St. Lucia before America give them travel advisory like they give Jamaica and the Bahamas. I see wherein somebody just sent me something here. The New York Post is saying that the travel warning issued after 65 murdered in just 4 weeks in Jamaica. I'm not the one who said it. It's in the New York Post in New York City, where they're saying that because of the 65 murders happening 4 weeks in Jamaica, they're saying that that's why the United States issue travel advisory. I was hoping and praying I could get my good friend talk show host out of Jamaica to come on to speak to us some more about an issue that is facing Jamaica and the National Housing Trust. And the National Housing Trust, by the way, this is the Mek Wi Talk program here in NHT Radio, the voice of the Caribbean. The numbers to call is an open mic day today. The numbers to call is 850-446-0562. That's 850-446-0562. You can call in and discuss anything you feel like discussing with us. I have some clip in here that I need to play. Let's say that Jamaica's unemployment rate has gone to a new record low of 4.2% of October 2023, according to Statin. We're going to play a clip in here about that. They also said that Jamaica's export earning grew to 22% from January to September 2023 to $1,552.6 million US dollars. Wow. A lot of people are saying that no go so. A lot of Jamaicans are saying that no go so, but that's what Statin is saying. Well, my fellow Jamaicans, both home and abroad, let me say something to you all this afternoon. That regardless of what, our nation is in crisis. And a lot of people are saying that we're bringing down the country. I don't see wherein we're bringing down the country, you know. I see wherein we're trying to assist. Then if we're bringing down the country, that means the other news organizations in the United States, around the globe and in Jamaica, is bringing down the country too. It is a disgrace to see what is going on in Jamaica. The National Housing Trust was put there to assist the Jamaican people. The National Housing Trust in the office of the Prime Minister. And Prime Minister, why you have so much ministry under your belt, sir? The Prime Minister have about 15 ministries under his belt. And the National Housing Trust is one. I can take off this hat here because a lot of people is saying they can't see my face. You don't want to see this ugly face here? We're going to play a clipping. I was supposed to play the clipping about starting, on the unemployment rate. Let me see if I can get it out of the way. Then I play an audio clipping by attorney at law, Zalika Jess. She's also she's an attorney at law, and she's also the caretaker for South St. Elizabeth, I presume, I think. I'm starting to be corrected by that. The numbers to call into the studio this afternoon is 850-446-0562. Call in and tell us what you think about what is going on in the land of wood and water and around wherever you are. Let me play this clip in here by the Staten Institute of Jamaica. Let me find this first and play it. Then I go to the audio clipping of Zalika Jess and talk show host Conrad O'Brien from News Talk 93 FM. Now, I'll play this specific clip in here first, though, because we need to hear what they're saying. Oh, hold on. What's going on here, Jeffrey? Yes. Here we go.
According to Staten, in October 2023, there were more than 1.3 million employed persons. That's 85,600 more relative to the number of people in employment in October 2021. No labor force survey was conducted for October 2022 because of the implementation of the 2022 population and housing census. The size of the labor force increased in October 2023 by 3.7%. That's 48,900 more individuals. The number of males in the workforce increased by 3.4%, while the number of females went up by 4%. The occupation group, service workers, shop and market sales workers, had the largest increase in the number of persons employed. The group saw an increase of 31,000 more persons, an increase of 11% compared to 2021. The second largest occupation group, elementary occupations, saw an increase of 22,000 persons, an expansion of 15%. Meanwhile, the youth unemployment rate fell to 12.6%. That's a difference of 6.3 percentage points compared to the 18.9% recorded for October 2021. The number of persons outside the labor force also decreased by 5.5%. That's 42,300 fewer.
You hear? The unemployment rate in our country has gone down. We're gonna get we're gonna try and get Ralston Hyman, an economist, to come on and speak to us. If the Statistical Institute of Jamaica is speaking the truth. We're gonna go to an audio clip in here that was sent to me by someone and also by my good friend from News Talk 93 FM, Conrad O'Brien, about what is going on in Jamaica pertaining to the National Housing Trust that was established by Michael Manley to help the poorer class of Jamaicans. And based on what is going on nowadays, dog nyam with supper if we can buy a house, because some of NHT houses are $20-something million. How many Jamaicans can afford to buy an NHT house? Let me go to that clip in here from Conrad O'Brien. And he was on his talk show.
Hi, good morning, Obi. Thank you so much for having me this morning.
Hi, welcome. You're most welcome, my dear. Madam Attorney, Zalika Jess, let me just get straight into the matter. You're the caretaker for Northeast. Northeast Centre Elizabeth, of course. Am I correct?
That is correct, Obi.
Good. And you're there now since how long?
I have been in the constituency for actually a little over a year, but I have been formally named as the representative since June 18th.
Good. June 18. Madam Attorney and Caretaker Zalika Jess, you have been carrying this mantra of this scenario, this deal that had gone belly up with the National Housing Trust, an agency that falls under the Prime Minister, with this, fallout with the company, this company Dexon Construction, who was given a contract of $2.5 billion and certainly an advance of about $650 million. You have been carrying it. The various media houses have carried you. You were on TVJ News last week. I think you were on CBM sometime. The Gleaner have also picked up the story. We here at News Zone 93 FM picked up the story, and hence we have you here this morning. My question that I want to get out of the way: are you the spokesperson and housing for the People's National Party?
I am not the spokesperson for housing.
Just bear with us. We're going to go into what Conrad O'Brien asked her pertaining to the National Housing Trust.
The People's National Party, OB.
Mm-hmm. All right, but so what basically drive you to take up this story?
Well, the truth of the matter, those of you who have been following me for years will know that housing has always been an issue that I have long championed. Once there are issues surrounding the housing sector, I have always spoken about those issues vocally and passionately, because I believe that this is something that is really not just political, but for me it is personal. It is personal in the sense that there are far too many Jamaicans who are living without acceptable housing. There are far too many Jamaicans who are in need of what is really a basic human right in the form of housing. And based on the statistics that I have seen, OB, it will require us constructing a minimum of 23,000 houses per year in order to satisfy the demand for housing in this country.
You hear how much? 23,000 houses per year. And this construction company, under the leadership of the Prime Minister of Jamaica, who is head of the Housing Trust, who is head of NHT, allow a construction company to get $2.5 billion to construct a housing scheme. And until now, not even one has been constructed. Not even one. And people is saying that we're trying to belittle the country. I have a call coming into the program here. Let me see something here. Good afternoon. Welcome to the Mek Wi Talk program.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Oh, hello, Glasspool. How are you doing? Happy New Year to you, man.
Same to you. This is my first call to you guys since you have moved over from the other channel.
Yes, we are now on 102.1 FM in Fort Lauderdale, 94.3 FM in Miami, 102.3 FM in North Miami and Hollywood, 99.7 FM in Orlando, Lake Marion Winter Garden, 105.3 FM in Vero Beach and Port St. Lucie. And of course, we're on our WZPP radio app. We're speaking about what is going on in the land of wood and water, wherein the Housing Trust was established to build houses for poor people, gave a contract to a company to build some houses. The contract to the developer is in the tune of 2.5 billion Jamaican dollars. And until now, not one single house has been built. Okay. Hold on there for me. Hold on there for me before you go any further. I have a clip in here that I want you to listen to.
So whenever it is that I see issues that arise which would pose a threat, a clear and present danger to individuals' accomplishing and achieving a basic right, such as the right to housing, then I am going to fight for those causes, and I am going to lend my voices to whatever platform that I may possess and lobby for what I believe is in the interest of the people.
Good.
So I speak in that capacity as somebody who is passionate about social justice and ensuring that the right things are done.
And absolute, and someone who put yourself forward to represent people. So people is at the center of your being, and hence you see this as a matter that you should champion against the background of so many of our people are living on the gully bank. We saw recently where the Prime Minister went to the Parliament, he made a case there and, went and hit down housing over there in Portmore in the Clifton area. So I think all of these things would be front and center in your mind as well, Zanique, as you make these kind of, advocacy on behalf of the Jamaican people.
Absolutely. And for me, when it comes to the National Housing Trust, that is an institution that is near and dear to my heart, because that is the institution through which many Jamaicans were finally able to get the keys to their own homes. And so we have a duty to protect that institution and to ensure that its original mandate is carried out. And the National Housing Trust is primarily an entity that is set up to provide housing for those who cannot otherwise afford housing. It is not set up to be a loan shop for private development companies. It is not set up to be a loan shop for the rich and the politically connected.
And it's not set up to be a milking tree for any government. Hold on a minute.
It is set up for
Listen, if you're going to bring on that man, I'm not going to read the whole.
Bring on who?
Yeah.
I am playing. No, hold on for me, sir. I am playing a clipping that I have to play the clipping pertaining to the housing trust. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, let me say something. You see, if you're an advocate for people, you're an advocate for people. You don't have to be under no party.
No, hold on a minute. This attorney at law, and that's why we must listen, this attorney at law was the one who took them to court.
She's a candidate, right?
It doesn't matter if she's a candidate.
She's a candidate for the People's National Party, right?
It doesn't matter. She was the one who took them to court.
No, but you know why it matters, Virgin?
Why does it matter?
Keep going round. This is how we keep going round and round.
If a person took an entity to court pertaining to a $2.5 billion contract was done on my house.
Let me answer you, Jeffrey. You're soliciting my opinion. You've got to remember now, you have to set up context. Remember what has been happening in Jamaica in the last 40 years with housing. What's been happening in Jamaica in the last 40 years with housing?
You tell me.
You remember what's happening? You're not aware of what has been happening?
No, you tell me.
Okay. Well, successive government from Michael Manley was routed out of power, and PJ Patterson took it over. They have been building less and less housing under the National Housing Trust. And what they have done, they have accumulated the money, and they call it a surplus. So in other words, billions of dollars into the housing trust account, sitting down there. Why? Because they have been building less and less houses for people, public housing. So what they have done, they have dipped into the housing trust funds that have been collected and put it in other priority areas, other government budget.
You see. Hold on for me now. Hold on for me. What we are talking about, you see?
I am asking you a question.
No. Hold on here. No. Hold on for me.
The chronology of events.
Oh, Jesus.
You can't just pull out that and play like it's in a 10 year. There is a process that went on to where we are today. And I am arguing to you that what the woman is coming, the CMP woman is coming with, is hypocrisy, because they were doing the same thing that Andrew Jones is doing. That's the point. You miss that point, sir?
Now listening to you.
Aware of that, Jeffrey.
I'm listening to you, man. Go ahead.
No, but because let me tell you something. They keep people make a fool, you know, and then have the people in like some because
you know something, sir. I keep on saying to us all, you know, no better barrel, no better hearing. The two political parties has not done well for the people of our country, you know. You see?
You know what is a disgrace?
What is a disgrace?
That gentleman who interviewing her and have her up as a power than a champion to the poor. He knows better that he should have asked herself, but how your party have an abysmal record. They have abandoned public housing for Jamaican people.
Mm.
And he is aware of that. Because both of them have been dipping into the housing trust budget. Let me tell you something what is going on with this housing. The housing, this conservative party here now, Andrew Jones, which is to be expected, this right-wing party that run in Jamaica. They have an ideology that everything must be privatized, that government not to run nothing. Plus,
the two political parties privatize the country, sir.
Yes. So when hold
on for me, I have a next call coming in. Hold on for me, don't go anywhere.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, welcome to the Mek Wi Talk program on NHT Radio.
Good afternoon, Jeffrey.
How are you doing, sir?
I'm blessed up. Why this gentleman doing this not time? This lawyer lady was a straight person who lick out and push us into Miller when she go in this housing trust money and use it. This lady is not using the TNT. He's just concerned about the national housing trust. It's not the person TNT is there. She lick out when they do anything wrong with housing trust money. And I believe what she's doing is right because the house is too dear for poor people. So this gentleman not listening. Play the lady something that it's finished. Play that it's finished what we hear exactly.
Thank you.
That's what I have to say. Okay.
Thank you.
Let me respond to him. I never heard such bull nonsense.
What's other nonsense here? Everybody's entitled.
Listen.
No, everybody. No. Hold on there, the gospel man. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion, sir. It's freedom of speech.
And everybody is entitled to be checked when they come with nonsense.
What's other nonsense that came
What
with?
I am saying to you, it's a fact on the ground that the PNP party have abandoned Michael Manley's legacy about the National Housing Trust. It's not yesterday them started dipping into it. That's my point. And what we have been seeing gradually, and we're talking about a period of 40 years. So if you're just born and you need to be informed of what's going on, here it is now. We are saying that there have been a massive surplus of money in the housing trust.
What I get to understand that the housing trust, hold on for me. What I get to understand, the housing trust money, in a sense, could help pay off Jamaica's national debt. But the two political parties continue dipping in it. The two political parties continue dipping in the housing trust money and don't pay it back.
Exactly. So what we are saying, because they have been diverting, remember now, this housing trust was a sacrosanct.
Glasspool, hold on for me. I have a next call coming in. Hold on for me, Glasspool. Hold on. Good afternoon. Welcome to Mek Wi Talk on NHT Radio.
Good afternoon.
Yes, how are you doing?
About the about the housing trust now.
Mm-hmm.
We know that both party, this party before wasn't doing nothing much about it.
Yes.
But now we have to talk about what this party is doing because that party is gone. So we expect that this party that come supposed to do better. So that's why we have to keep talking about this party and not the party that gone because they are no more.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
So they are the one you have to blame, no one talk about. Because those gone already and you know that they never do anything good or better, but at least they're gone. So this party we have to talk about now because they are the one who is power.
Yes.
Right? Let me respond to the gentleman.
Yeah.
Can I respond to the gentleman?
Go ahead and respond, Glasspool.
Yeah. That's a very good point. That's a very good point he makes. And what we should see from our responsible reporters, because they're playing this PNP, GLP nonsense game that's not benefiting Jamaica. They should go to the people then. Go to the people in Portmore, where they just built a set of homes in Portmore. It's 34 million for each little quarter house in a Portmore.
Now, who can afford 34 million now and the salary is $15,000 a month?
Exactly. Well, so what they need to do, they go to politicians. They need to show up the politician their hypocrisy, their confounded hypocrisy. Now that PNP have tried to settle them next to go back in to the same ringer, rosy, me going, you coming kind of game. And the whole of them and the whole of, but look at the whole of them, they are interconnected in the money thing in Jamaica, you know. And we are saying that our country cannot progress that way. That you have this level of cronyism and nepotism in the system. Now there was a mandate for the housing trust to serve the needs of black people who have come out of slavery with nothing in their hand. You understand? And when the Jamaican black people and look around and see Matalan and the whole of them with how much people land. And the one that say, how all these people get all these land, and look at Jamaican poor people, them have got classified as squatters. Look at all the ghettos them that's still standing. Then care people in a trench town that talk about Bob Marley, this and I try to develop tourism in the year.
We're going to take a quick break, so we'll be right back here in the Mek Wi Talk program and I read the voice of the Caribbean. Don't you go anywhere.
Unity is strength. Make we reason. Make we talk. If we see corruption in any shape or form, we're going to highlight it. Make we talk. Jeffrey Tavares represents Yard and Broad and the entire diaspora.
But I tell you this, we're not going to stand by and see those who are corrupt go unpunished. We expect arrests to be made. Low official forget arrest, connected party people forget arrest. We expect the police to do their job. We expect transparency. We expect accountability, and we will not rest until justice is done by the people of Jamaica.
Rice and chicken back want a better day. Rice and chicken back 2 dear, you. Just like it's expensive. No problem. A $300 pound for chicken back. Man thing will be a need to develop. We need things. 13,000 to a little bit. Mr. Brogan, I want thing more to tell them boss. I want to run my business and I want to pay on tax like the China them. That's all. That's all I want to do, boss. I want to run a business and I pay on tax like the China them. Me live on now, then a Dr. Chang run up there and nothing up there. The China man is doing defending. They've been here for years. Only when election time they come around. Dear. No. See Mr. Chang there. Mr. Chang, me live a paradise and know me. The place need police station at Uga. No.
I got arrested a few times. During the 60s, I went to jail 40 times. Since I've been in Congress, I've been arrested another 5 times. And I'm probably going to get arrested again for something. I'm not suggesting that any of you should go out and get arrested. But when you see something that is not right, not fair, not just, stand up and say something. Do something.
Shape our farm, we're going to highlight it. Make we talk. Jeffrey Tavares represents Yard and Broad and the entire diaspora. As long as it affects the life of our nation, uncover the truth, make we reason, make we talk. And we don't care about no vum for viva va. no upper echelon. Nobody is not above the law. As long as it now help Jamaica, make we talk.
Welcome back to the Mek Wi Talk program here on 99 Radio, the voice of the Caribbean. Welcome back, callers. You're still here with us?
You realize the pattern in Jamaica. Not only Jamaica, they do it. But we're talking about Jamaica, because they do the same game up here too. Is that when they privatize, because remember now, the government used to build the homes. Or in some cases, it would have bring on a Matalan or whoever. Now, what they are doing is that when they and these are allegations, when they do this, they can then get kickback from the people they award these contracts to.
So let me ask you this question though. Hold on a minute there. Let me cut you and ask you this question. A company get in the tune of $2.5 billion to construct poor people's house. Nothing has been done about it. The person was given another time to construct the house. They give him more time. Until now, the house has been constructed. The National Housing Trust is in the office of the Prime Minister of Jamaica. In my recollection, the Prime Minister of Jamaica has about 19 ministries under his watch. One of them is the Land Agency of Jamaica. You believe that the Prime Minister should have so much portfolio in his office, sir?
If he was competent and if he was efficient, if he is supervising, because if you take a ministry under your wings, under your portfolio wings, it means that you understand the importance of that ministry, and you supposedly don't trust your minister enough to competently execute your plans and projects.
From the Prime Minister became Prime Minister, sir. He has the National Land Agency under his what, sir?
The National what?
Land Agency and the Housing Trust, sir.
Land Agency, okay. Yes, because, listen, one of the things, let's put some perspective here. One of the things that Jamaicans should understand right now, and that's been happening for the last 30 years, because property holds most value in Jamaica. In other words, we have the devaluation of the dollar constantly. So the property holds value. The only thing that will depreciate in Jamaica is property.
Are you talking about property, sir? You heard about some lands in Miami Bay in St. Anne's that Czech China Harbor Engineering Company, the government of Jamaica, whether the PNP or the JLP, gave them the land in something to build a highway. And now that company wants to build, and it's not alleged, it's proven. They want to build houses and apartments and shopping centers and all sorts of shibangarang. And
like a Chinatown.
Right, a Chinatown.
Like a Chinatown.
Right. And the people, guess what? Marcus Garvey, Jamaica's first national hero. Houses and that property. So whether it be the PNP or the JLP, hold on for me, sir. Whether the PNP or the JLP, how is it that they gave away such prime lands to a construction company? Why so much heritage things on it?
Well, you want to build fancy showpiece vanity highway. I mean, you want to look like
Glasspool.
I guess that's what you do. But more back to the point about why the housing ministry is so important.
Yes.
The National Housing Trust. It's lucrative. It has always been. I have actually watched from when Bruce Golding became the Minister of Minister of Housing. after the Michael Manley government was routed
Right.
from office. And one of the things that I observed over the years with the Golden administering the National Housing Trust was that he was building less and less houses. And then I thought that the PNP would have carried on Michael Manley's legacy. And by the way, the National Housing Trust program is the most successful government program in the history of Jamaica. You realize that? And it is also the most successful public policy that Michael Manley has ever conceptualized. You understand? It has given up thousands of Jamaicans them start a home. Look at Portmore. Portmore now is like Narbrook, and I'm exaggerating a bit. But this is how important. It's a step up for people. Can you listen? And this is why we have to put it in the historical context. Can you imagine Jamaican black people slave and build Jamaica, build all the roads, your mama, your papa, your grandmama?
So your mama and papa na build the road too?
Yes, then that's what I'm talking about. Yes, but I'm talking directly to my people.
Yes.
Can you imagine after all of that, 400 years slaving for Jamaican society? And a lot of our people came to Kingston and they thought they would get jobs and they wouldn't get the right jobs, cheap jobs not paying much. So that is how the creation of the slum, in Kingston. That's why we have all these so-called ghetto areas. Many people have moved out. A lot of them have migrated. That's how many people are able to even do anything for themselves. Now, you thought that we are in now the 21st century and that they would at least pull down this zinc, give these people some, give them soft loans and write the, turn over the title to these people so that they can build up their dwellings. Then have the people and trap hundreds of thousands of Jamaicans trapped in Kingston behind these hot, sweltering zinc, no running water, right? No modern sewer system. This is the kind of people we don't have down there. This is the kind of people when I run go shake them hand. This is the kind of people I've been talking on the radio all over the place for years talking about it.
Let me ask you a question.
People,
Glasswell, let me ask you a question.
Hold on, but let me just make this last point.
Go ahead.
And then you will have some Jamaicans who you put them up in a one little hotel, one of the foreign-owned hotel them on the island. That is not even owned by we Jamaican black people, right? 90% of those hotels are owned by foreigners.
I have a next call coming in. Hold on for me, Glasswell. Hold on. Good afternoon. Welcome to the Mek Wi Talk program.
Tavares.
Yes, sir. You're live on here, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah, what I'm saying to you, why you have this guy here taking up the program, so now come on, man. Tell that guy I'm wasting our time, man. Get him off the program, man. Please. This guy here keep on going back and back and back. Right now we are dealing with the present, so we want to hear what can happen right now. You understand me?
What can happen right now is that we
talking from this guy, please.
All right, sir. Thank you.
Yeah?
Okay,
let me address him.
Glasswell.
A clown in the community.
No, Glasswell. Don't do that. No.
They say nothing. They don't say anything, but when they hear people start to make a point, them come to jump down your throat.
Glasswell.
Why him don't come with what him the forward when him?
Let me ask you this question though, Glasswell.
Yeah.
Our way going forward, this is 2024. This year our country will be 62 years old. And our people don't have proper housing. Successful government has given the National Housing Trust as a milking tree. $2.5 billion to construct houses. And not until now, not even one has been handed over to the NHT. Your views on all of this, and what is our way going forward for 2024 as a nation and as a people, sir? 5 minutes, because you only have about 3 minutes.
The first thing, we need discipline.
Mm-hmm.
So when we have clowns call up and
no, Glassball, no.
The same way him take the liberty with me, I can take the same liberty with him. Because this is a lot of this attitude why people don't get involved. That's why decent people don't get involved. You understand? Because a lot of them, they will say nothing. The man at the demonstration down at the council general's office. None of them show up. You understand? None of them show up. But him come on and ready to chat all kind of nonsense when people put themselves to discuss the issues, to show the people them what's going on. You hear these sound, and you have a lot of these disruptors all over the place, and in Jamaica too.
Let me ask
you. Remember, one of the solutions where we come with, we come with a new political movement. We still are try to recruit people. We still are try to get we're still trying to get people to come on board, to move forward with an alternative. The whole of them sit down in daylight and a call for radio to throw stone at other people.
So what is your views?
Come on, and you should have given him the mic to outline his position.
So what is your views on the demonstration in Miami?
What's that?
What is your views on the demonstration in Miami a couple of Thursdays ago?
It was a welcome first step. And it's a disgrace that most of the people stayed away as spectators. You understand? Nobody wants to stand up. Nobody wants to put them skin in the game. Everybody wants a little touch and run type of thing. Him can run command from the radio, call up anonymously. Never heard from him before. Never hear him voice. Don't know who the daylight is. But him come to throw darts at somebody who taking them time.
Glassball, hold on. Yes.
Out of order.
I understand that.
A lot of those clowns, this is a lot of those clowns that mash up Jamaica right as of now. Why nothing can move forward? You understand? Them hold down the people in the neighborhood. Terrorize the people them. They murder them, kill, and the people them can't. The people them are.
So do you believe that the demonstration was a welcome demonstration and what?
It was a welcome demonstration. I've gotten feedback from a lot of people.
Yes.
And the gentleman has also planned other protests for New York. I already spoke to people in New York and they said yes, they are aware of it. It's a welcome effort that the man put his skin in the game. And I'm really proud of that gentleman.
Dr. Rupert Francis.
Yes, you remember I had the conversation and I was saying that all them do, everybody laughy with the politician them running a little free event, then run go palsy-walsy, or a little free ticket to go to Jamaica and go pack up in a hotel, while them brother and sister on real issues. Nobody's challenging the issues. You understand? It's just the little voices from us. Look at all the issue of the constitutional change. With changing from that.
I have a next call coming. That's what I have a next call coming. Hold on for me.
Yeah, man.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the Mek Wi Talk program here on NHT Radio.
Good afternoon, Jeffrey. Jeffrey, that tape you were playing, it finished? Because I really like to hear it. I don't know why this gentleman don't want you to play it. I would like to hear it.
All right, hold on for me. Let me the couple minutes I have leave on the program here.
And Jeffrey, please let them know that you invited me to come and talk today on your program.
Yes, I did.
Because
Glassball. Let's not go into the PNP and the JLP shebanga.
No, but
yes, we all know that. But let us talk about the issues that I called you to talk about the housing trust because you had a little knowledge about the history of the Jamaica housing trust. And that's why I called you and asked you to come and talk about it.
Exactly.
Hold on for me now. Let me find out. Hold on, Glassball. Let's not get into the whole thing, no man. Let's not do it.
No, but we have to deal with them clowns.
No, Glassball.
You have the program.
No, Glassball.
None of them call. None of them call.
Glassball, calm down.
None of them call you to dialogue with you.
Yes, Glassball, we understand.
Somebody call now, the whole idiot them call at the radio with them rudeness.
Glassball, calm down. Calm down. I'm trying to find the video, the audio clip in here. If I don't find that, then tomorrow I'll play the audio clip later on this evening.
I'm going to have my lunch now. Have a good day.
All right. Thank you for calling in. Thank you. I'm gonna see if I can find the part I was talking about with Miss Zalika Zess and Conrad O'Brien from New South 93 FM. If I don't get to play it today, I'm definitely going to try and play it this evening at 7 o'clock on the Mek Wi Talk program on YouTube. Or tomorrow I'll do it all over again for you. Well, no, tomorrow is former Broward County Mayor Dale Holness coming on tomorrow. So Monday I can do it over for you. I must say to my YouTubers who are watching and listening, and to listeners here on INI Radio, for the past couple of days I haven't been feeling well. That's one of the reasons you haven't heard from me. But today I decided to come on. I disobeyed the doctor's order and decided to come on today. But for those who want to call in, the numbers are 850-446-0562. Let us go back to this clip in here to hear what the lady is saying. Hold on for me for the...
I bought the license less than a year after having granted it. And one would have thought that that would have been for a contract with this company that is also a company that has the very same director as one of its principal directors.
Mm-hmm.
So the same director that was found is the very same individual who is also a director in this second company. And the government proceeded to enter into a contract with this second company for the company to provide 200 houses to the National Trust. The value of the contract, as I mentioned, $5 billion. Approximately 25% of the contract price was paid over before even one house was actually constructed and delivered to the National Housing Trust. They paid over at least 25% of the value of the contract. Yes. No. Initially, the houses were to be delivered to the National Housing Trust by no later than 2021. 2021 came and there were no houses forthcoming. They extended the deadline to 2022. 2022 came, there were still no houses forthcoming to the National Housing Trust. And that is when the matter went before the court because the NHT sued and a subsequent settlement was entered into. The government refused to provide answers as it relates to the details of the settlement, and so for a while nobody knew the terms of that settlement. Only for us to now understand exactly why it is that the government was unable or unwilling to inform the country of the terms of the settlement, because we're now finding out that under the settlement reached, not one single house will be delivered to NHT contributors pursuant to the original agreement. Not one house.
You hear that? Not one single house will be delivered to the National Housing Trust. Poor people money.
Not one house.
Not one house. And yet over 100 houses have already been sold on the open market. But yet not one single house has been handed over to any.
Hold on there. Over 100 houses have been sold on the open market. And until today, not one single house was handed over to the Housing Trust with a $2.5 billion contract to build houses. Lord Jesus, have mercy upon us all.
So initially under the agreement with NHT, the houses were to be sold to NHT.
This is frightening.
For $12.5 million. Now we're seeing where those same houses are being advertised and sold on the open market for approximately $25 million. So what that means is that the average NHT contributor simply will never be able to afford a house that was built using NHT money. Because what the NHT has done now is to enter into what I consider to be an indecent settlement. An indecent settlement that has really served nobody's interest but the interest of a private development company. NHT has not gotten value for money. The taxpayers of this country have not gotten value for money, because all that has happened is that NHT has agreed to take back the $650 million that they gave and accept a further payment of $20 million in full and final settlement of the claim.
When one of those houses that were under the contract is
more
now
than $20 million.
is selling for more than $20 million. Madam Attorney Zalika Jesse, this is indeed, I believe that it reached the threshold of being described as a scandal, a major scandal indeed. What say you?
Well, as I've mentioned before, this OB is what I would consider to be, and any well-thinking and reasonable person ought properly to consider this to be a national scandal. It is a national scandal. It is a slap in the face of NHT contributors. Because I'm not sure people understand the gravity of this situation. You have a situation where the NHT has essentially been raped. The National Housing Trust has been raped to fund and finance a private development company that has used $650 million of NHT money.
You don't hear that? A private development company. The people of Jamaica must ask questions, and we demand answers from the Prime Minister of Jamaica, the Most Honorable Andrew Michael Holness. The Ministry of the National Housing Trust Ministry is in his office. Prime Minister Holness, poor people need answers, sir. You're not talking about we, a Jeffrey Tavares and the Mek Wi Talk program, and a Wilfred Rattigan, and others are tearing down the brand Jamaica. This is what is saying on the brand Jamaica. These are what is saying on the brand Jamaica. Poor people money is not being spent wisely.
To build a private development, and they're now selling those houses at a landslide profit, at a rate and for a price that NHT contributors can simply.
Hold on there for me. I have a next call coming in. Good afternoon. Welcome to the Mek Wi Talk program.
Yes, Jeffrey, that's why I really want. I was the person who said Mek Wi listen.
Yes.
This gentleman keeps saying
No,
I'm not saying anything wrong. I don't business expose it. When Arnold Shaw used to expose when the PNP was there, I'm glad to hear. I only want to hear what's going on. I don't business if it's a PNP or a JNP expose it. I love when it's exposed. That's why I love when Arnold Shaw was opposition. He exposed everything the PNP do. We don't care who's the person as long as we know what's going on in our little island that we love so much.
Yes. And we have about three.
I have no problem with what he was saying, you know.
Yes.
But let you play the thing and let hear.
Yes. We have about hold on for me. We have about 3 more video clipping, you know, of the conversation with Zalika Jess and Conrad O'Brien from New Salt 93 FM. And I think I'm going to play.
The only coat and Portia also, although she's a PNP,
yes,
she did. Portia said that money. So I don't see why people should criticize. He's talking now. He said they should never touch the NHT money, and that's so true.
But you know something, sir? We sit down, you know, there should not be a 9-day talk in our country, you know, sir.
This is very serious, Jeffrey. 25 million?
No, man, it's $2.5 billion.
No, I'm talking how much she said one of the.
Oh, yes. One of the house selling for 25 million Jamaican dollars. In other words, the house in.
People can buy that.
Oh, for God's sake, master. No, we can. Nothing we can buy. You can buy?
No.
Turn off the wind in the background for me. I have enough feedback here.
Okay. Sorry about that. I'm telling you, man. That's why I really want to hear it. He's talking something, yes, but just let to hear it. And when I said let to hear it, I hear he's cursing me, and I didn't say anything wrong about you.
Yeah, what I'm gonna do? Hold on for me. I'm gonna see if I can get the good lady to come on Monday, or get her to come on the Mek Wi Talk program this evening. It all depends, because she's an attorney at law. She's very busy. So I may get her to come on this evening if I can, and then record it and play it back here on I9 Radio. Or It'd be good to get her to come on live for people to ask her a question. I'm going to work on that for you all.
Has to know that this was the same lady leaking out when Portia used the money.
Yes.
Money.
Yes.
So it's not politics she's doing it for.
Yes.
She's just concerned about the housing trust funds.
Indeed, indeed.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for calling in, sir.
You're welcome, Jeffrey.
Thank you. This is I Radio, the voice of the Caribbean, the Mek Wi Talk program. Boy, getting hot inside the studio here, though. My God. Is an issue for a lot of people. We're going to have a program this evening on the Mek Wi Talk program on YouTube. That's Mek Wi Talk, Jeffrey Tavares YouTube channel. We're going to have a program this evening with some video clipping, same way of the conversation with attorney at law Zalika Jess. And on Monday, we're going to have the same conversation, and we're going to see if we can get her to come on Monday on NHT Radio. We're in some serious problem, you know. How on earth can you be selling NHT money, NHT housing? When Michael Manley designed the NHT, you know, he designed the NHT to help the poor class of Jamaicans, you know. The NHT wasn't a bank for the government of Jamaica, whether the PNP or the JLP. It wasn't a bank for people to go in there and get loans to go and do their private business when they come out to building houses, you know, for these construction companies. It was never designed that way. And for this to be going on, I call it a disgrace to the highest proportion. It is a disgrace to the highest level. It is a disgrace. And we all must stand up and call a spade a spade. Until you hear my voice again, right here now, and I Radio, the voice of the Caribbean. I'm Jeffrey T. saying so long from the Mek Wi Talk program here on NHT Radio, the voice of the Caribbean.
Unity is strength. Make we reason. Make we talk. If we see corruption in any shape